The VA Central Iowa Healthcare is aiming to combat veteran suicide by offering resources to support veterans struggling with mental health. September is National Suicide Prevention Month, and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs has launched a new campaign. It's titled Don't Wait, Reach Out, and it aims to provide resources for struggling veterans to seek help. Here to tell us more about the campaign is Lori Reynolds, Suicide Prevention Coordinator. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Can we first just talk about mental health overall when it comes to veterans?
Sure.
And, you know, this is just so important to motivate them to reach out. I was telling you during the break, you know, both my grandfathers are veterans. They're not going to be asking for mental health help. No. They're just not. They're not of that generation.
Right. Well, and that's true of most older people. It was not okay to talk about mental health. It was not okay to talk about suicide, and so they don't. For our veteran population, it doesn't matter what age they are. They were trained to keep everything close to the vest. They aren't going to be forthcoming with those kind of things, and so it's a population that we don't necessarily see come forward for help, but there are so many resources available for them. Mm-hmm. If nothing else comes from this conversation, I hope that they realize that it's not a scary thing to come in and get that help. And it can be anything from you're just talking to your doctor to mm-hmm. therapy to working with peer support, which is so important. There's so much that they could get involved with if they came in.
Yeah, I want to talk about some of those resources. So through this initiative, what are you focusing on specifically to help veterans, especially when it comes to suicide prevention?
Right. So the initiative itself, there are websites and PSAs and all of those kind of things, and they are tailored to veterans. They're made by veterans for veterans, so they speak the language that they speak. And then it has all of the things they can get connected to right there in the resource. But it could be anything. Individual therapy, group therapy, again, that peer support that I said was so important. It could just be that maybe they have some physical issues going mm-hmm. on that are impacting their emotional health, and coming in and getting those things taken care of just lightens the load and makes everything so much better.
Absolutely. Over 6,000 veterans lost their life back in 2021 due to suicide. Veterans are 1.5 times more likely to, you know, die via suicide. Can you talk about why, if any veterans are watching this right now, why it's just so important to not push these feelings down and to seek help and to talk to people in your life?
For kind of those things that we've talked about, that they're trained to mm-hmm. not share those feelings. When you're doing your job, when you're a veteran and you're maybe in a combat zone, you don't really have time to focus on your emotions at that time, and so they're so used to stuffing those feelings down that it just becomes a practice. And so then when they're home and things are maybe boiling up, they don't reach out.
And what's difficult is that suicide is so complex too.
Yes.
It affects everyone differently. That kind of mental health issues that can lead to suicide. It's not a one size fits all.
It's not, no. There's no one reason why someone mm-hmm. takes their life. And I wish I could sit here and say, if you watch for this and this and this, right. you will know if your person is at risk or not. Unfortunately, that's not the case. But there are things that are universal, not only for our veteran population, but for everyone, that if people are looking for those things, we might be able to save a life. Things like the person is withdrawing from things they used to mm-hmm. enjoy, or maybe even they're sending you random texts that seem like they're saying goodbye. Right. Those are things to pay attention to, and to reach out to that person that you care about and just ask some questions. What I always try to fit into any interview that I do is the number one thing that we can do to prevent suicide is, if we see someone, and I don't care if it's your neighbor, your brother, your cousin, mm-hmm. the stranger on the street, if we see that person that seems down or sad or lost, if we let them know that we see them and that we want to help them to whatever the next thing is that they're trying to do, that's the number one thing that anybody, absolutely anybody, can do for suicide prevention.
Absolutely. Everyone wants to feel seen and be heard.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll have the information right there on your screen for veterans to go to reach out for those helps and resources. Lori, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back after the break.